Hello guys, I'm Vipin Kumar and today we do the wind, which is the second poem of the class 9th English. So the point want to describe in this poem that the poet want to describe power of the wind, the power of the wind that cause lot of the destruction. So let me read the first paragraph. In the first paragraph, wind comes softly. Don't break the shutter of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. So, in the first paragraph, the poet requested to the wind that he blows gently so that the shutter of the window are not broken and the paper are not blown about. So, and the poet also urges the wind not to throw to win that not to throw the books down on the shelf. Now let us discuss some question from this paragraph. So first question: how does a violent wind disturb and damage things? So how does a violent wind disturb and damage things? So a violent wind break the window shutters and scatter the papers. It all throw down the books on the shelf. So in this poem, in this paragraph, the poet told that the destructive power of the wind. So if the wind blow violently and disturb and damage violent with disturb and damage things, so what the wind can do? So wind can break the shutter of the windows, scatter the papers and throw all the book down on the shelf. So second question: what request does the poet make to wind? So in this poem, in the first line, the poet requested to the wind to blow gently and not to cause any damage or destruction. So a poet requested to the wind to blow gently and not to cause any damage or destruction. So third question: which poetic device? Now we talk about the poetic device. So which poetic device is used in these lines? So in these line, the poetic device anaphor as the in this line the anaphor used as the use in don't and don't like what is the anaphor? Anaphor is the poetic device. Anaphor is a poetic device in which a word or group of word is used repeatedly to create a special effect or the emphasis something. So what is the anaphor like these? This word don't is repeated 3 times in this line in the first. So this is an anaphor because it do a special effect or emphasize something. So now we talk about what effect does the device create. So this poetic device, what effect this poetic device create in this paragraph? So the imperative repetition of word don't at the beginning of three consecutive line. In these three consecutive line that don't appear at the beginning, the poet's strong urge to the wind to be gentle and kind. So from this effect, from this don't, the poet requested or urges to the wind to be gentle and kind. It also create a unique rhythm. It also create a unique rhythm. Don't in the poem. So don't. It create a unique rhythm, and by the help of this don't come in three times, the poet strongly urges to the wind to blow gently and kindly. So now we come to second paragraph. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the book. You brought rain again. You are very clever. You are very clever at provoking fun at beginning. So in these lines or in this paragraph, the poet says to the wind that the poet demonstrates the damage caused by the strong and furious winds. So in these lines, the poet demonstrates that the cause that damage caused by the strong and furious wind, it has torn down all the books from the shelf and torn their page. So in these lines, the poet tells to the wind that it threw all the book down from the shelf and tore the pages of the book. And in this line, the poet tells to the wind that it caused the cloud to make rain. In this line, the poet said that the poet believed that the wind, by destroying the weak things, seems to mock at their frailty and fragility. So in this line, the poet says to the wind that it is very, or he or she is very clever to provoking fun at wiggling. So it means the wind makes fun of the weak. So now we do some question from it. So first question is, whom does the poet address as you? So the poet addresses the wind that has been blowing furiously as you. So in this line, the poet addresses you as the wind. What does them refers to? What does them in this line refers to? So the them is refers to the book on the shelf. Third question, how have the pages of the book been torn? So how the pages of the book been torn? So the wind has blown so furiously that the books placed on the shelf have fell down and their pages have been torn when they fluttered because of the wind. So it means when the book because of the because the wind is blowing so furiously, the books which are placed on the shelf are all fallen down and their pages have been torn when they are fluttered by wind. Because of it, when they are fluttered. So why they are fluttered? Because of the wind. Third question, how does the wind bring rain? So how does in this line wind bring rain? So the wind accumulates and shakes up vapors, laden clouds to cause rain. So the wind shakes up the vapors of the water, which make the clouds and they cause the rain. How does the wind deal with the weaklings? Fourth question, how does the wind deal with the... So the wind harm and terrifies the weaklings with its fierce powers and thus mocks their weakness. So how does the wind deal with the weakling? So the wind make fun of the weaklings, and it give the harm to the weaklings with their various powers, and thus mocks their weakness. Now we read the third paragraph. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind gods, we know, and crush them all. So in this line, the poets want to say that the havoc which is caused by the furious winds is it destroy the inanimate things like weak houses, doors, rafters, wood, bodies, lives, hearts. So it means the wind broken all of them. So similarly, the difficulty of life discourage human being. The poet regard the wind as the god who act like a winnower and short and destroy everything that come in his contact. So in these lines, the poet take the wind as similar to god, because anything come in the way of the wind, we know it and destroy it. Anything which is come in his contact. So this means that the weak people and things are crushed by the destructive power of wind. So question number 1: why are houses, doors, and rafters, etc. crumbling? So the houses, rafters, doors, rafters, etc. are crumbling because they are weak and cannot stand the onslaught of the destructive wind. So because the doors, houses, and rafters are weak, so they cannot face the destructive power of the wind. Question number 2: explain the expression crumbling lives and crumbling hearts. So explain this expression, crumbling lives and crumbling hearts. So many lives are lost when wind wreak havoc. When the wind wreaks the havoc, many lives are lost. The lives of the survivor are shattered too, because their loved ones are dead and their home and property are destroyed. They are left with no hopes of in life. So the meaning of crumbling body and heart means the wind destroy the havoc of the wind. In the havoc of the wind, there are many lives are lost. The lives of the survivor are shattered too, because who can survive? Who survived in this way, the power of wind? But they are shattered too, because their loved ones are dead and their homes, their property are destroyed. They left with no hope in the life. So the hearts of their will be crumbled. Now we come to fourth paragraph. He won't do what you tell him. So come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the door firmly. Practice to fame the body. Make the hearts steadfast. So in these lines, in this line the poet says that the wind do not do what you tell him. The wind do not do what you tell him. So let's come. Therefore, it is essential to equip our buildings, our bodies, and our heart with immense strength, so that we may withstand strong winds. As far as human life are concerned, the wind is a symbol of daunting difficulties and challenges that can be overcome only with explanation, strength, resilience, courage, and determination. So in this poem, the wind as a symbol of the difficulties and challenge which are come in our life, and we can only then face the winds, the difficulties when only with the exceptional strength, resilience, courage, and determination. So if we determine that we can face those difficulties which are come in our life, we can stand among these strong winds. So in this line, the poet tell that the wind do not do what you tell him. So what we want to do, the wind don't do that like that. So we build our bodies. We have to make ourselves physically and mentally strong to face those winds. So now we come to paragraph 5. Do this and the wind will be friend with us. The wind blow out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. So in this paragraph, the poet want to say that if you make your body, or if you are mentally and physically strong, and have the power to face the wind as the difficulty which are coming in our life. The difficulties are friend with you, and the wind blow the weak fires. If you are weak, you will the wind destroy you. If you are strong, the wind make you roar and flourish. His friendship is good, and we praise him every day. The friendship of difficulty is good, and we praise difficulties every day if we are physically and mentally strong. So the poet of this poem is Subramanyam Bharati, and this poem is written in the Tamil. It is translated from Tamil to English by A.K. Ramanujan. So this is the lifetime of Subramanyam Bharati. He is a great Tamil poet, famous for his pre-independence era, for patriotism in the pre-independent era. And A.K. Ramanujan is a Kannada and English poet, well known for his translation of classic and modern poetry. So now we do the text question and some meanings of the poem. So what is the meaning of poking fun? So poking fun meaning that making the fun of someone. Rafter, what is rafter? Rafter meaning is sloping beam spotting a roof. We know what is the meaning of below grains free of calf. Separate grains from husk by blowing on it like that, like this. This is the winnowing. This process is called winnowing, in which we separate the grains from the husk. So now we do some textbook question. So first question is, what are the things the wind does in the first stanza? So in the first stanza, let's see what are the things we done by the wind in the first stanza. So in the first stanza, wind breaks the shutter of the window, wind scatter the paper, wind tore the books, throw the books on the shelf down, throw the books down off the shelf. So second question, have you seen anybody winnow grains at home or in a paddy field? What is the word in our language and for winnowing? What do people use for winnowing? Give the word in your language. So in our common language, we call winnowing. In our common language, we call the winnowing as pisna. So third question, what does the poet say the wind god winnows? And fourth question, what should we do to make friend with the wind? So if we want to friend with the wind, we have to be physically and mentally strong to face the difficulties or the power of the wind. So fifth question, what do the last four lines of the poem means to you? So the last four lines are these: first, second, third, fourth. So the wind blow out the weak fires. So wind blow out the weak fires. He makes strong fire roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. So in the last four lines, the poet say that if you are weak, the wind, that power of wind will destroy you. If you are strong enough to face the power of the wind make you roar and flourish. And if you are strong, the wind will be friend with you. And you praise wind every day. Sixth question, how does the poet speak to the wind? In anger or with humorous? You must also have seen or heard the wind crumbling leaves. What is your response to this? Is it like the poet? So, what is it means? Crumbling lives. I tell you before what is the meaning of crumbling lives. When the hover of the wind come, when the hoek of the wind come, the many lives are lost. So it means the crumbling of life. So this in the last there is a small stanza. The tree on the mountain take whatever the weather bring. If it has any choice at all, it is in putting down roots as deep as possible. So this is written by the Corrie ten Boom. So thank you, have a nice day. If you like the video, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon for taking my all updates. Thank you, have a nice day, bye bye.